You are listening to Torah with Simcha. Motzei Shabbos, August 31st, 2024. Motzei Shabbos, Parshas Re'eh. We're holding right now 2 days, 48 hours before Rosh Chodesh Elul. Parshas Re'eh, Motzei Shabbos, Parshas Re'eh, and the minhag in Klal Yisrael was to learn the 6th perek of Pirkei Avos this past Shabbos. Chasa b'Sefer Me'il Tzedakah, it's written in the Sefer Me'il Tzedakah, Os, Tov, Shin, Mem, Yesh nedivos kal b'maisa v'gado b'schar. There is a generous donation that's easy to make in action, and the reward is great. V'hu nedivos hadibor, and that's with generous speech. Sheyagbir l'shono, that you strengthen your tongue, your language, l'fayis la'aniyim, to appease poor people. U'lesameach lemishu hu doyeg, and to make one who's worried, a worried person, to make them happy. U'lahasim shalom, and to place shalom, to place peace. Shekozeh tolei barov dvarim, all of this is dependent on abundant words. The al yakpi b'diburo, this is the first time I've ever seen this. Do not be exact with your speech. Don't be makbid with your dibur. Don't cut it short. The yarbid dvarim al dvarim elu, increase words on words. He rov hadvarim moshchim libo shel adam, because a lot of words pull a person's heart. They pull upon the heartstrings, as they say. V'gormim lekabel nechama, and they cause the person to be receptive to nechama, to comfort. Hitzrich law, that's needed for it. L'chein, therefore, misha osek b'Torah lishma, one who is involved in learning Torah for the sake of heaven, humivatel es kol ha'ani l'Torah, he nullifies all of himself for Torah. Ein lo pnius v'ritzonos atzmiyim kigon kvodo v'tol alaso, he doesn't have any ratzon by himself. He doesn't have any of his own will. Rakum masr kula l'ratzon Torah. He ends up becoming completely to the drive of Torah. Whatever the ratzon of Torah is, whatever the ratzon, the will of Hashem is, that's what he will do. The kevan sheratzon Torah, who is v'ahavta l'recha kamocha, since the will of the Torah is to love your fellow like yourself, humishtadu lahotzi alapol ahav azu l'chavero, he's going to try to do this in action, this love to his friend. The enum mabid alashan, he's not going to look at the clock. He's not going to look at his watch when he's with his friend talking to him. The enum mitzamtzem es dvarav, and he's not going to be short with his words. Elam marbed dvarim, he's going to keep talking. Ad shemafayis es chavero, until he appeases his friend. V'garim lo simcha v'nachas, and he creates for him a happiness, a simcha, v'nachas, and joy, or pleasant. I figured if I could end off with a little story about Rabbi Herber, Zecher Tzadik Yiracha, you might as well. It's still within the first year of when he was nifter. So, here we go. Rabbi Greenblatt mentioned this. I was there when this happened, so I happen to know. So, as you know, when you're in a shul, by every bar mitzvah, the Rav speaks about not just the bar mitzvah kid, but speaks about the family of the bar mitzvah kid. The question is, what happens when the Rav's son is being bar mitzvah. So, who's going to speak about the kid? Who's going to speak about the family? Because normally the Rav speaks about the family, but here the Rav isn't going to speak about himself. It just doesn't, it doesn't sound too good. The Rav is speaking about himself. So, what? Rabbi Greenblatt. So it was I think it was at the end of davening, when Rabbi Herbert, which you have to realize, as has been pointed out, Rabbi Greenblatt offered him the opportunity to speak many, many times, and he always turned it down. I don't remember ever going to a shir given by him. I remember him adding to every shir ever given with, he would be in the back and he had plenty to add. But other than him being a Rebbe in class, I don't remember him giving a shir. And Rabbi Greenblatt mentioned that he offered to give him the opportunity to give a shir, but he would turn it down. But on that day, that Shabbos, he got up and it was at the end, I think it was the end of davening, and he said, 1 second. He said, every bar mitzvah boy, the Rav always speaks about the family. The Rav always speaks about the boy in the family. This Shabbos, I want to speak about the Rav and the bar mitzvah boy. And then Rabbi Herbert went on to say beautiful things about Rabbi Greenblatt. So that's something which I think is consistent with what you see over here, the very first Mishnah that says anyone who learns Torah, Lishma, he's zoiche lidvarim harbe. He's zoiche to have words, to be put in that type of position also, that they'll have words to bring nechama, words to bring simcha, words, and he just went up there, no one else did it. It's a little bit of a gutsy thing to do, as it's a little bit of a gutsy thing to do, but it's certainly the right thing to do, and he did it. Is that the wrong word? Like it takes, I don't know. It takes like what if? I don't like. It's the right thing to do, but at the same time. It's like you're taking over the platform of the shul without. You need to have a lot of confidence to take over the shul. He's taking over the shul, like saying, "Rabbi, have a seat," and we're going to be talking about you now. So I happened to have been there when that happened. It was so. And Rabbi Greenblatt mentioned it in one of the at the Hazkara. That is the end for now, and we're getting closer and closer to Rosh Chodesh Elul. Rosh Chodesh Elul is less than 48 hours away, but the first day of Elul is still longer than 48 hours. So I'm not going to hear the shofar until Wednesday. Good luck. Thank you for listening. I wish everybody a wonderful week. You are listening to a podcast called Torah with Simcha.